Let me tell you something. If you use words like why don't you leave? Why don't you leave for people that are in abusive relationship or marriages, your frontal cortex is not developed. You know what it means? It's not developed. You are suffering through what I call intellectual deficit. You know to get sense, in other words. You were there for abusive job. You hate your job, but why don't you leave your job? Answer me real quick. You were there for work where you know like, but every day they wake up, they go. Why do you show up? Why didn't you just left your abusive job? Why didn't you just leave? Some of you dish out the advice that you cannot give yourself. You dish out the advice that you cannot take. I cannot believe that people are going online to say that Cassie should have left Diddy. Are you guys okay? First of all, he signed her at 17 for a 10 album deal. Do you realize how that is crazy? 10 albums. How many of your favorite artists get up to 10 albums? They have been grinding for 10 years. Even my goat, Davido, just released his 5th album. And you sign someone to a 10-year deal. You don't want to let those people go. It's slavery. On top of that, she only dropped 1 hit song. Dropped 1 album. They started removing her from an artist job description to an escort job description. They started to chook inside freak off. If you won't complain, they will say, you dey craze. Some of una the job where they hire una make una do, nobody the job una they do now. But did you leave that job? You didn't leave the job. The job description is different from the job role you're doing now. And that was the same for Cassie. Signed to be an artist and became a freak off accompanist, which is done under oppression. Person they command you. Didn't she even try to come out the first time that Diddy tried to settle a lawsuit? Some of people are not okay. If you will open your mouth and castigate black women today, make thunder hook you for junction. If you open your mouth today and you cannot open your mouth in defense for black women, may thunder hold you for junction. Because I think that some of you men think that holding a man accountable for being an evil person is the same thing as tearing down with black man. Because nobody's trying to tear down with black man. Any black man that is successful and doing well and is an okay person, character-wise, we would celebrate. We will celebrate you. Why will I have issues with you? But what am I talking about DDG today? What am I talking about Diddy today? What am I talking about Tory Lanez today? 3 women on one day. Now think about how many people that are not popular. How many women that you don't know, that I don't know, that are going through similar abuse in the enclosement and the environments of their homes, that did not make it on social media for you and I to drop hot opinions like we are doing. And that's why we say domestic violence must end. It is a cruel cancer that is eating into our household. Why are you people domestically violent in your relationship? See how DDG they test Haley. Say keep that energy when I come to pick him. Like say they pick him a plate. Some of you now will know that some men are just getting you pregnant because they want to use it as a tool of manipulation. My sister, guide that your womb. Guide your womb. Any man that will get you pregnant must sign an NDA. That if he live your life, you go carry and go court. I'm telling you people now, any man that's going to get you pregnant, get a lawyer and sign an NDA. If he lives your life, if he lives the kid's life, you can sue him for all his fucking words. No, they carry belle anyhow. This 2025 don't be period where they carry belle anyhow. You no get money. The man where you get belle for no get money. Are you okay? If you know the thing, borrow person make it help you the thing. Pay person make it help you the thing. I don't want to catch you people tearing black women down. Because black men, that's all you do. And there are some idiotic pygmies that are there to support you people. There are more women shouting free Tory Lanez as I'm speaking to you. And there are more people saying, why did Cassie leave? And some people are talking about DDG too. That the teeth did not really break. That Haley Bailey, I said, A'udhu billahi mina shaitani rajim. If I'm saying it properly, dear Muslim brothers and sisters, teach me how to say it. I need to pray for you people with an afar. Now, far, I go fit solve an issue. You know that far when they carry koboko, they wipe for Islamia. They wipe on her back. You're so wicked, you don't realize it. All those little opinions you drop up and down, you take opinions as facts. You drop it up and down and you are so opinionated with it. You are vehement with it. You enforce your opinion. Everybody should take it or not. My brothers and sisters, I want to advise you. You see this small advice, what they advise you, so I will still add small advice on top. Resist the urge to come online and tell somebody that their abuse is not abuse enough. You don't understand, ba? Resist the urge to come online, can't tell people say their abuse no abuse enough because it does not fit into your description. Because some of una make a tell una what una they do. Una go sit down for that una toilet seat. The way I sit down for my toilet seat, una go become warrior champion. You know what is a warrior champion? You sit down and you tweet from the comfort of your toilet. You think that your opinion matters and you don't know what you are dishing out into this world is your evil opinion. And your evil opinion is part of the matrix that is scattering this world and you need to stop. You need to stop. If you don't have anything to say, scroll. Or you say, I wish them both love and peace. You carry yourself, they go. No, say you go, they come and you are lying. You are show us the feet that was shot. Make Tory Lanez show us the place where they. How do you stab somebody 2 times at the back of his head and he can still speak? Do you want all the women to start an agenda against Tory Lanez? Because we will. But the truth is that if they are not lying, somebody cannot get a stab injury to the back of his head twice and 14 times and is able to speak. They say his lung crashed. From a medical perspective, somebody with a crashed lung, can death recover him in how many days, in 1 day, and the person is okay to speak? But when it was mega decided, all of you wanted evidence. Whenever a woman is abused, there's always you want evidence. But whenever a man, you understand, abuses, no man acts. They justify the man, they defend the man. Even with your evidence, they could still defend the man. All of you saw Diddy beating Cassie in that hallway. You cannot watch that video and be okay and call it a mutual abuse. Something is wrong with you. I wrote it in my book about Diddy. And it will make me so happy to write a sequel to this book. And Diddy has been jailed. And I will use that as a yardstick to talk about the advancement of feminism in recent times. But if not, I would also use that as an example of how we have not really gone far with the struggle. But either ways, will we stop talking? No, we will continue to speak.